Hello guys. Welcome to our channel. Have you ever noticed that many people are living stressful lives? According to the World Health Organization, WHO, about 280 million people worldwide suffer from depression, including 5% of the world's adults and 5.7% of adults over the age of 60. Additionally, the WHO reports that more than 700,000 people die by suicide every year. Alarmingly, the numbers of suicides and people experiencing depression are increasing annually. Many of us face significant stress, which can stem from various areas such as the education system, career challenges, health issues, financial struggles, relationship problems, and more. This stress is often unavoidable. For instance, some people work incredibly hard to earn an income, but in the end, their household income is still insufficient to cover expenses. They struggle every day just to find additional sources of income, which can take a toll on their mental well-being. Over time, this can lead to depression, as they feel no matter how hard they strive, they can never meet their needs. This can gradually develop into a serious mental health issue. As more people experience depression, it can affect not just individuals but also their families, workplaces, and social circles. This underscores the importance of addressing mental health issues for the well-being of our entire community. We must take precautions to protect our loved ones. Before we dive deeper, let's explore what depression actually is and why it is so frightening. Before we dive in, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any updates. What is depression? Depression, also known as major depressive disorder, is a serious mental health condition that impacts a person's thoughts, emotions, and behavior. It goes beyond just feeling sad. It's a persistent state of emotional distress that can lead to significant pain and impairment in daily functioning. Depression can affect daily life, work performance, and relationships and, in severe cases, can even lead to suicide. If you look at the statistics in the US, you'll notice that institutions like the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the National Institute of Mental Health have published eye-opening data. If you take a moment to do some research, you may be surprised by just how widespread depression is. Let's take a look at this table, which is extracted from the National Institute of Mental Health's website. If you'd like to read more, please click the link in the description. From this table, we realize that in 2021, around 21 million adults in the US experienced at least one major depressive episode during the year. That's about 8.3% of the adult population, people from all walks of life carrying a heavy emotional burden that many of us might not even see. Depression rates are particularly higher among young people, women, and minority groups. Let's see why more people are experiencing depression. 1. Is social media and technology. Compared to 10 or 20 years ago, social media usage was minimal, and it was difficult to connect with others. However, the rise of social media and constant connectivity has led to new challenges, such as comparisons, feelings of inadequacy, and, at its worst, cyberbullying, all of which can contribute to depression. While technology brings us closer, it can also foster feelings of isolation due to reduced face-to-face interactions. 2. Economic pressures. Imagine facing job insecurity, struggling with underemployment, or dealing with the harsh reality of unemployment. All of these scenarios can create a sense of financial stress and uncertainty. As the cost of living continues to rise, with housing, healthcare, and education becoming more expensive, the weight of these challenges can intensify, leading to increased stress and a growing sense of hopelessness. 3. No work-life balance. Imagine working long hours, day after day, with little time for yourself. This constant grind can lead to burnout, making you feel drained and overwhelmed. Without time for leisure activities, your sense of well-being begins to slip away, which can contribute to feelings of depression. 4. Loneliness and isolation. As more people move to cities, the close-knit communities that used to bring people together start to disappear. People may live closer to each other, but they often feel more alone. For older adults, this can be especially tough. As they age, they may find that their circle of friends and family gets smaller, leaving them with less support. This growing sense of loneliness can lead to an increased risk of depression, as they struggle to find the connections that used to be part of everyday life. 5. Cultural and societal expectations. Picture this: we're constantly told to aim high, to be the best in everything we do. Society's demands and expectations push us to strive for success, but sometimes, that pressure can become overwhelming. When people feel like they're not measuring up, it can lead to stress and a deep sense of not being good enough. Even though more people are talking about mental health these days, there's still a stigma that makes it hard for some to reach out for help. They might worry about being judged or misunderstood, so they keep their struggles hidden. Unfortunately, this only makes things worse, as the feelings of stress and inadequacy grow stronger, and they find themselves sinking deeper into their condition. 6. Environmental factors. Concerns about climate change and natural disasters can lead to anxiety and hopelessness. Urban environments with noise, pollution, and overcrowding can negatively impact mental health. 7. Trauma and adverse life events. Imagine a child growing up in a home where love and care are hard to find. Experiences like abuse or neglect leave deep scars that don't just fade with time. Like the saying goes, once there is a scar in your heart, it will never fully heal. These painful memories stay with them, shaping how they see the world and themselves. As they move through life, other major events, like losing a loved one, facing a serious illness, or enduring a difficult breakup, can pile on even more stress. Each of these moments adds to the weight they carry, making it harder to cope. Over time, the combination of these early traumas and ongoing challenges can lead to the development of depression, as the emotional burden becomes too heavy to bear. 8. Biological factors. Sometimes, depression is influenced by factors we can't see or control. It can run in families, passed down through genes like eye color or height. Inside the brain, there are chemicals like serotonin and dopamine that help us feel good. But when these chemicals get out of balance, it can lead to depression, even if everything seems okay on the outside. This means that, for some people, their genetics and brain chemistry play a big role in how they feel. 9. Changes in society. Imagine a time when everyone knew their neighbors and families were always nearby to lend a hand. Those close connections helped people get through tough times. But as society changes, many of those traditional support systems have faded away. People move more often, live farther from family, and don't always know their neighbors. Without that support, it's easier to feel alone when facing challenges. At the same time, more people are becoming aware of what depression is, so more are getting diagnosed. This combination, losing the support we once had and being more aware of mental health, means we're seeing more cases of depression today. 10. Substance use. Imagine someone going through a tough time, feeling overwhelmed by stress or sadness. They might turn to alcohol or drugs to escape those feelings, hoping it will make them feel better, even just for a little while. But instead of helping, these substances often make things worse. Relying on alcohol or drugs as a way to cope can actually deepen those feelings of sadness and hopelessness. What starts as a way to numb the pain can quickly spiral into something much darker, making depression even harder to overcome. We have a simply test and see how many of the symptoms you have. Symptoms of depression vary but commonly include 1. Persistent low mood. 2. Loss of interest or pleasure. 3. Significant changes in weight or appetite. 4. Sleep problems. 5. Fatigue and lack of energy. 6. Low self-worth. 7. Difficulty concentrating. 8. Physical pain or discomfort. 9. Negative thought patterns. 10. Suicidal thoughts or behavior. Based on the symptoms listed, check how many symptoms you have. Depression severity can be assessed by the number and intensity of symptoms. For mild depression, approximately 2 to 4 symptoms. Individuals may still perform daily activities, although with reduced quality of life. Moderate depression, approximately 5 to 7 symptoms. Symptoms are more pronounced, affecting work, school, and daily activities. Severe depression, 8 or more symptoms. Symptoms are extremely severe, making daily activities nearly impossible and requiring urgent professional intervention. Depression is an issue that everybody must need to pay attention to. It will affect our mentally. Depression is one of the things that we cannot control ourselves. But we can seek for supports. Let's see what we can do. There are a few treatment options that we're going to talk about, but not limited to this. Psychotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, and interpersonal therapy are well-established treatments for depression. CBT focuses on identifying and changing negative thought patterns and behaviors, which can help reduce symptoms of depression. Interpersonal therapy addresses interpersonal issues that may contribute to depression, such as relationships and social functioning. Both therapies have been shown to be effective in numerous studies. Medication. It is important to consult a doctor for the appropriate medicine. Antidepressants, such as selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, and tricyclic antidepressants, TCAs, are commonly prescribed to treat depression. These medications work by regulating brain chemicals like serotonin and norepinephrine, which are involved in mood regulation. They are effective for many individuals, particularly those with moderate to severe depression, though they may take a few weeks to show full effects. Lifestyle changes. Regular exercise is strong evidence that regular physical activity, particularly aerobic exercise, can help reduce symptoms of depression. Exercise increases the release of endorphins, often referred to as feel-good hormones, and can improve overall well-being. A balanced diet, particularly one rich in omega-3 fatty acids, found in fish, and vitamin B, found in leafy greens, beans, and fortified cereals, is associated with better mental health. While diet alone is not a cure, it can support overall treatment. Adequate sleep is crucial for mental health. Poor sleep patterns can worsen depression symptoms, while regular, restful sleep can help improve mood and energy levels. Social support. Staying connected with family and friends, and seeking emotional support, is crucial in managing depression. Social connections can provide a sense of belonging, reduce feelings of isolation, and offer emotional support during tough times. Support groups can also be particularly helpful, as they allow individuals to share their experiences with others who understand what they are going through, which can reduce feelings of loneliness and provide practical advice. Relaxation techniques. Meditation, yoga, and deep breathing exercises are effective relaxation techniques that can help reduce stress and promote mental well-being. These practices can calm the mind, lower anxiety levels, and improve overall mood. Regular use of these techniques can complement other treatments for depression, helping to manage symptoms and improve quality of life. Avoiding harmful habits. Reducing or avoiding alcohol and substance use is crucial because these substances can exacerbate depression symptoms. Alcohol and drugs may provide temporary relief from emotional pain but can worsen depression in the long run. They can interfere with the effectiveness of antidepressant medications and disrupt sleep, leading to a cycle that deepens depression. Depression is a serious and growing mental health issue influenced by various complex factors. With early intervention, professional treatment, and supportive communities, many individuals can manage and alleviate symptoms, leading to improved quality of life. It's important to note that depression is a complex condition, and what works for one person may not work for another. A combination of treatments is often most effective, and ongoing support from healthcare providers is crucial in managing the condition. If you or someone you know is experiencing symptoms of depression, it's crucial to seek professional help promptly. Thank you for joining us for this discussion of depression. If you found this information helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on mental health and well-being. And I will see you in the next video.